What's going on, everyone? Today we got to talk about this project called AtomOne ATONE because it is up 332% in the last 24 hours and 1900% in the last 7 days. So we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to talk about whether or not this is a 100x gem or whether or not you should stay away from this project. So we're going to talk about that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's go straight over it. So this project is called AtomOne ATONE. This thing is doing crazy numbers. 332% in the last 24 hours. 1950% in the last 7 days. 1688% in the last 14 days. 1695% in the last 30 days. And in the last 27 days, you can see it's up 2400% from its all-time low. This thing is an absolute beast right now. The market cap, 441 million, and the 24-hour trading volume though is only at 7,600 or 7.6 million, right? So the first red flag I see here is that it's 7.6 million market cap. Well, 7.6 million 24-hour trading volume, and the market cap is at 441 million. That's a bit odd. Not only that, there is no max supply, so the supply can infinitely be minted. In theory, they could probably keep doing that. So that's another red flag. So far we have two red flags. This thing is up massive. The reason why I'm talking about this is because it is the number one top gainer of all of crypto right now, and in the top trending cryptos, it is right here. So it's number 5 top trending cryptos in all of crypto, and then it is the top in gainers of all crypto in the last 24 hours. So it's important to talk about this because I think a lot of people might see something like this and want to jump at the opportunity. But I'm here to tell you guys, it's not what it seems. So we can see two red flags here: the low trading volume compared to the market cap and the infinite number of coins that can be created. Those are two red flags so far that I'm seeing with this AtomOne coin. So, that's just two, but we could probably find some more, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some more. Another one of these red flags is that it's not on any centralized exchange. If you look it up anywhere, you're only going to find it on Osmosis. And as you can see, there is some technical indicators flashing that it might dump right now. But I kind of want to talk about a few other things here because just let's talk about what it is. So they consider themselves a community-driven, constitutionally governed blockchain designed to prioritize security, decentralized, and innovation. Now, that's a bunch of word salad. I'm going to say that, but not disrespecting the project. I'm just saying, hey, let's talk about what this project really does and what, real utility it has. But what they call it is just a community-driven, governed blockchain. Simple as that, right? You can run a node on it, which is that's a good use case, running nodes. So I guess that can be one of the things that it can be used for. But there are a few more red flags. So we've only seen two so far, right? We've seen two red flags so far. So let's talk about some of the other ones here. So this person mentioned something that's pretty good, actually. They say AtomOne ATONE is up over 1,000% week over week. And the only venue you can trade this coin is Osmosis Zone, not listed on any centralized exchange. So that's good that it's on all these DeFi exchanges, but they say, please watch out as liquidity is super thin. This token can dump as fast as it pumps. One large whale can easily move the market. They are 100% correct. The liquidity is definitely super thin. So that is something that you want to watch out for. Just look at it. Like, it's super thin. Meaning if one whale wants to dump, they can dump and crash it. But then you're thinking, why would a whale want to dump? No one's dumping. It's at a low trading volume right now. No one's dumping, right? Well, you would be wrong about that. If you scroll down here, some more gems that people have mentioned about it have been coming out. So this person says, I find it extremely ironic that the only airdrop worth anything in the past few years for Atom holders was the ATONE airdrop. Easy to claim. Thanks again, Jaquan. Look, this is huge. This is, and by the way, Jaquan, he is the Cosmos' founder, right? But this is huge because a bunch of people got airdropped this coin, and there are people that hold Atom. So if a bunch of people got airdropped this coin and they just made a lot of money, that means that this is literally a money grab. This person says, damn, turned out to be a nice freebie. So there's a bunch of people who got free coins that are now up massively. What makes you think that they won't sell those free coins that they just got? So it's almost like they just airdropped a bunch of people coins. They can mint as many coins as they want to mint. They can create as many coins as they want. They just airdropped a bunch of coins to people, created money out of thin air, and now you have some people YOLOing their money into this, which is only going to drive up the price and is going to drive up the value of the people who just got the free coins that were just created out of thin air. So that is extremely bearish. It's an extreme case for a rug pull and for a disaster. I'm not saying this thing's a rug pull, but I'm saying it's very easy for this thing to dump. Very, very, very easy. And I would be very careful with this, right? You might look at it and see all the gains and want to jump in on it and want to make some quick money. No, I would still be very careful. So yeah, just be careful because anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right. So be very careful. So anyways, a lot of people are talking about how they're YOLOing their money into it. They're getting in. So look, this person says, in case you want to sell your ATONE airdrop after the pump, here's how to do it. They're telling people how to sell right already. Why did ATONE go up 10x? Suddenly it's worth something. Look, this thing is probably going to dump. So yeah, don't get stuck here. But this person says, yo, Jaquan, we can't forgive and forget for what they have done. They must atone for these sins, for changing the original Cosmos' vision. And even after that, there will be no mercy. So we got people YOLOing into it and speaking cult language. When you're going through a project and you start seeing people like saying like inside stuff like that, like inside jokes, and talking like in cult language, like that only people within the cult understand, this thing might drop and might dip hard. And a lot of people are gonna get screwed over by this. But the people who got airdropped aren't gonna get screwed over because it's free coins. They're gonna be the ones making the money off of the money that people are losing, right? So I just think this thing's gonna dump hard. It's already kind of pulling back and dumping. Let's talk technicals. There's really not much that you can speak on when it comes to the technicals, but overbought, over exhausted on the percent R trade exhaustion. So definitely gonna get a massive pullback. I think it's gonna get a massive pullback. Some people might look at it and be like, "Oh, it's gonna keep going." No, I think it's gonna get a massive pullback. I would definitely be careful and steer clear away from this thing. Massive buying pressure on the MACD, but we are starting to see the sellers are starting to step in. So again, be careful. But yeah, this is all I got for you guys today. I just kind of wanted to make this video because I've seen a lot of people were like YOLOing into it and talking about, oh, it's gonna keep going. Like, no, that's not how things like this work. Literally, infinity coins can be created. You don't want to mess with it. But anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. And as always, I'll be back with another video.